Hi everyone, this is Jeanette with Mountain Misters. Thank you for joining me on this video today, which is actually going to be a different video. I'm not going to be doing a card today. I'm going to be showing you on some charms, some scissor charms that I've made. And this is one of them. This is a cancer awareness one. And it's got an angel at the bottom along with a hope ribbon at the top. I've made two of those. And I've also I'm making this one with an anchor, which is the one we're actually going to be working on today. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you what I've done. My anchor charm, and you can use any charm that you want and any select beads that you want. I happen to like these are at the bead store that I go to, and they're there where you can, it's a scoop like for $4 or something like that, and it's a big scoop that you can get. And they're actually some of my favorite beads, and they're so well mixed up, they're wonderful. That's what the other ones came from. And so then we're going to start with like a little greenish bead at the bottom, and then we're going to do like this oval shaped one, and then I have another one of those little green beads that we're going to add to that, to the strand next. And I know it's kind of hard to see this because the beads are so small. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore. Let me try. Okay. So then we have this right here. And now so this is this part right here. So then I'm going to separate the strands, and I'm going to start working on each strand. And I actually work on them at the same time. So I'm going to string this one next. It's like a little barrel-y type bead. And then this one. And then I'm going back to this green faceted looking one that I've had before. And I'll put that on there. And then over here. And because I have my board laid out with all of the beads that I'm going to use on each side in the layout they go, I think I'm actually going to switch it up. And I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to string all the way up on one side first. So it'd be this one, and then this is a square bead. Maybe. This one doesn't look like it has a hole all the way through, so we'll try it from the other side. Punch it through. And then I have a little silver spacing bead, followed by that green, I think it's called a rondelle. And then I have a round bead, and then that little rondelle again. And then I have the little oblong bead again. And then I have another one of these silver beads. And I have an extra one there for some reason. I don't know why. Because I think I strung out of... Yes, I did. I missed one. There's actually a silver bead that goes next, and then this one, and the silver bead again. It's flying all over the place, so we'll add that one next, and then we're going to come and we'll add this one. And the easiest thing to do is just figure out what looks best to you. And that's the hardest part of making these charms, just figuring out how you want to set your beads and what combination looks good to you, and then the rest is easy until you come to the where you have to put the tops on, the clasps on, but that's not that bad either. Okay, we're almost done with this one. And then when we hit this end, I'm going to go ahead, and I have in here, they're called crimp beads, and you put them on the end so you can go ahead and clamp down the wire so it doesn't shift. And so I'm going to put one of those crimp beads there. Then I'm going to add part of the clasp, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to string the end of the wire back into that crimp bead. If I could get this part up over here. Okay, so I'm going to keep this part down here, the round part that's called a split ring, and I'm going to come back through the crimp bead, and I'm going to start lacing back through all of my beads again, just to help reinforce so the beads don't come off. And this part can be kind of hard trying to get them lined up, and we might run into trouble here where that one bead didn't have the opening completely. And I'm just going to go down as far as I can easily, which is like maybe 4 or 5 beads if I can possibly get it down that far. And I think we're gonna probably get there. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard. I'm sorry, my fingers are big and compared to these little tiny beads. And then it has been a cold, rainy day here, ugly, all day today. It's one of those days where it's a good day for just staying in bed and sleeping. Okay, and I'm gonna leave that like that. Then I'm gonna come on the other side because that's secure now, it won't fall off on me. And we're gonna add these other beads. Like I said, since they're in the order that they need to go, stringing them is really easy, because you just have to run them through the bead holes. I've made about 6 of these in the past couple of days. 2, 4, actually 8. This will be my 8th one. That one almost looks like it has a gold tint to it. Let me look at it really quick. No, it's okay. And then they're fun, they're easy. I actually make a lot of jewelry, or I used to. So I have all these beads that are sitting there to use. And my basement is full of them, and I thought, I might as well go ahead and use some of them to do these. And the littler beads were perfect for this project. And we're almost actually through with this. And then to fasten this around my scissors, I am going to use a lobster claw clasp. Let's see, we are missing something somewhere. Let me compare these two, because I have an extra bead somehow. So I'm just going to trace these up and see where we're... Okay, it's right here. There's supposed to be a green one right here. And then this one, and then back to the last little green one again. And then we're going to pick up another one of those crimp beads. And there you can tell the difference between the crimp beads and the regular beads, because these are They're a different type of metal because they have to bend. And so let me string it on the string and see if I can see. It's just way different. And then we're going to bring this back through again, and I'm going to hold on to this one so it doesn't give me a hard time this time. And I'm going to take and come stringing back through these again, as far down as we can go, while the wire will easily pass through the other beads. And sometimes they go real easy, like this one is doing, until we hit the silver ones, and then it stopped being so nice. Okay, so we're almost done. I think I'm just going to go through a couple more just to make sure. Okay, now then I'm going to pull on this while I hold the split ring at the end and just slide it on down. And then before we crimp these off, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make sure that they look the same. And so far they do. Okay, so I'm just going to, you don't want to tighten it too tight because you want to give some play in this ring here. And these are the crimp pliers, so I'm going to bring it down into this little spot right here. So the idea is to get the wire on each side of where the crimp bead bends. And I don't know if you can see that there, but with these smaller projects it's kind of hard to see. Okay, and then I'll come on this side, and I've got to make sure there's no, okay, and then we're going to go ahead and crimp that through right there again. And you can see how it kind of puts this bead in a U, and then you just take the end of the pliers and you crimp it shut. Then I'm going to take my wire cutters and I am going to snip off the extra wire. And the only thing we have left to do is to add the lobster claw clasp to the end of it. And this part can get kind of tricky because I always use the split rings at the top because I want to make sure that nothing falls off. So then you can, there's like 3 little coils on this wire. So I'm going to get my tweezers or my pliers right in there so you can see there's a gap. And I'm going to bring this through and then just twist it on there so until it reaches the end and it plops into place. And we're almost there. And there we go. And then I will find a pair of scissors and I'll just use these right here. And then you put this on. And now, if you go to a crop or a workshop, now you know which scissors are yours. So this is about from where the beads separated, maybe a little over 2 inches. You can make this shorter if you want. I just kind of make it long because I don't want it getting in the way under your hands. And then this is the other one. So that's this video for today. I want to thank you for stopping in, and I'm actually going to be giving away these 2 charms right here. All you have to do to win is live in the United States, and you can leave a comment on this with the word "charm me" in the comment, and I will know that you have watched the video. and I will draw to give these away. Today is Tuesday. On Sunday, on Mother's Day, I will draw to give these away on Mother's Day. So I hope you like the video. I hope you will enter, and good luck. Bye everyone. Thank you. Happy stamping.